All right, now I gotta get my thumbnail. So it's gonna be I wore a blue shirt because it's for WordPress. Actually, I made this for multi-link. Wow, look at that! It's for us essential workers, I guess. I don't know, but this is for my thumbnail. It's gonna be me. Perfect. That's excellent. What's up, guys? Joey Geither here today with JG Multimedia, and today we're going to be talking about how to self-host or locally host your WordPress website using Wamp. That's W-A-M-P, Wamp. And this is specifically a tutorial for Windows users. If you're a Mac user, I'm sorry. It's a little bit different of a process and I don't know how to, but that's going to use Wamp and I don't know how to do that. So we're going to be specifically focusing on Windows users and Wamp. So real quick, before we get into the tutorial on how to set up Wamp and self-host your own website on your own device, we're going to talk a little bit about the benefits of why you would even want to do that. So basically, when you're self-hosting or locally hosting a website, you're really just hosting the website on whatever device you choose, whether it's a laptop or a desktop. Your website's going to be specifically hosted on that device. That means that you're not going to need a hosting service, so you don't have to pay for that, and you also don't even need your own domain. This is really something that if you want to start your website, but you don't really want to pay for anything yet because you don't know how it's going to go, this is a great first step for that because one, it's totally free, and two, I mean, it's incredibly easy to do. Especially with WordPress, you're just going to be following these steps, downloading a theme, and then set it completely up before you're even hosting it to any hosting service. So one of the main benefits of this is that if you're a business owner and you want to revamp your website, let's say you already have a website up, but you know, it's not good, it's buns, and it looks like it was made with just HTML blocks, very blocky, old style, that's fine, hey, it's usable. But if you want a new website but you don't want to take that current website down because you know you still want business, this is a great way. Self-hosting your website means that it's specifically on your device, like I said, so your current website won't be down while you're working on this website. So when the website that you're locally hosting is finally done and finished, you can upload it all at once to your hosting service or provider. So you're just replacing the website, taking the one down, and uploading the other one that you just created. And so there's really no downtime. You're just switching it out. So, you know, you're not losing business at all. So that means you can avoid the annoying coming soon page when people finally do visit your domain. And, you know, there's nothing there. It's just like coming soon and then links to your social media that people are going to be like, I don't care. I came here for business. Business. Yeah. So, without further ado, we're going to hop right into the steps. To be really quick, simple, and you know, if you don't want to watch this video, the link down to the blog post that writes out step-by-step how to do is going to be linked down below. So yeah. So the first step you're going to want to do is incredibly simple, and it's just to download Wamp. Wamp as in Windows, not LAMP as in Linux, or MAMP as in Mac. It's Wamp. I'll link that down below so you guys have a direct link. You can find it right away. But while you're installing that, it's actually going to ask you what web browser you're going to want to use. I use Chrome for, you know, just preference. You can choose whatever browser you're going to want to use to actually edit your WordPress locally hosted website. So it's just preference. Now after you're done downloading and installing that, you're going to simply head over to wordpress.org, not wordpress.com. It's not the same thing. wordpress.org, I'll link it down below in the description. But go there and download a WordPress file. And it'll come zipped, so you're just going to want to extract that file then once you download it and rename it to whatever you want to name your site, I guess. For me, it was just JG Multimedia, no spaces, so that's why I named my file. And so you don't have to name it .com or whatever, just the name of your site's fine, just so you know you can keep track of that and it's easier. But once you do that, you can also actually download a WordPress theme file if you want to. This is completely optional, but the WordPress themes, a lot of them are free, and they offer a great template for you to start off with. So once you extract the WordPress theme, you're going to want to then move that theme into the WordPress file that you just renamed, then the WordPress-content folder, and then finally the themes folder. And so this means that once you put it in there and you set up your locally hosted WordPress website, you're actually able to go into the themes and the customization of WordPress and then select that theme template and use that template to create your own website. The next step is also easy. if you could believe it or not. You know, you're creating a website and all the steps are easy. It's great. So the next step is just that you're going to want to run Wamp. Now, whenever you're working on your self-hosting or locally hosted WordPress website, you're going to want to run Wamp. And this just means that, you know, the software is running in the background so you can actually self-host your website on that device. So once Wamp is running, and you'll be able to tell if it's running in the bottom right-hand corner where your other desktop or laptop icons are, you're going to see a little green W if it's working in the settings, tools, I guess in the bottom right. If it's not working, it's going to be a little red W. So you're going to want to make sure that it's green and it's running. If it's orange, I think it just means like, it's okay, I guess. I don't know exactly. I think it'll still work. But if not, make sure it's green. I don't know. Yeah. So once Wamp is running and the icon is green and you're all good to go, you're going to want to use whatever web browser that you selected as the default browser for your Wamp software and launch that. And then you're just going to go into the search bar of it and type in localhost. No space, nothing, just localhost and enter. So once you hit enter into the search bar on localhost, it'll take you to the self-hosting software's tools and configurations page. And from there, you're just going to go to the bottom left-hand corner, I believe it is, and select phpMyAdmin, and it'll take you to a login page that requires a username and password. So for the username, you're going to want to type in root, R-O-O-T, and for the password, you're just going to leave it completely blank. Don't put anything in there. So once you put in the username and password, it'll take you to the databases page. Now once you're here, you're going to want to create a new database. And this is very important, guys. When you're creating the new database, you're going to name it exactly how you named the file that you named your WordPress website, if that makes sense. So mine was JG Multimedia, no spaces, nothing. That was the name of my database file. It has to be the same. Has to be. Okay, cool. So once you renamed your database to the same name that you named your WordPress website, you're going to want to go down to the drop-down menu to the right of it and select collation, I believe it's called, and then click create. So once you create that database, you're good to go for databases for now. And the next step is simply to move the WordPress file that you downloaded and then extracted and then renamed, move that to the Wamp 64 folder. And then once you're in the Wamp 64 folder, move it to the www folder. Just drop it in there and you should be good to go. My Wamp 64 folder was in my C drive. It just depends on wherever you installed it. So the next step is also easy. Just gets easier, guys. So now you're going to want to set up the WordPress settings for your self-hosted website. So to do this, you're just going to want to go to your web browser, type in localhost / the name of the file that you created for your WordPress website. So my example is localhost / JG Multimedia, no spaces whatsoever, enter. So once I click enter, it'll begin to set up my WordPress website. So once it starts setting up your WordPress website, it's going to ask you for a few things. The one thing is the database name, and again, that's what you just typed in, okay, the same as your WordPress website, file renamed. And then it's also going to ask you for the username and password. Again, the username is root and the password blank, nothing. So then it'll take you to another page where you can actually create your login information. So create whatever username and password you want. It's completely up to you. It doesn't matter at this point. And once you log in, it'll take you to the WordPress dashboard, which you're pretty much all set. You're set up to create your own WordPress website. Cool beans. Yeah, so if you want to activate the theme that you previously downloaded and then dropped into your WordPress file, all you got to do is go to the customizable tab, I believe it is, and go to themes and then activate the theme that you downloaded. It should be there, and yeah, you should be able to just switch in content and edit your WordPress website with that theme being activated, and you're good to go. If you ever need to get to the admin or the WordPress dashboard for your WordPress website, it's just going to be localhost / your file name / wp-admin. Okay, I'll probably show what I did for mine, so you guys can just exchange your information into that URL, and that's how you get to the dashboard. If you want to go to your actual website, it'll be localhost / the name of your file that you created for your WordPress website. And make sure that whenever you're working on your locally hosted or self-hosted WordPress website, you're making sure that Wamp is running. If it doesn't run, it's just going to give you an error page of some sort when you type in localhost / your website. So make sure it's running so you can edit it, so you can view it. So that's going to do it for this tutorial. Pretty easy, but honestly, this is such a great trick to create any WordPress website. You don't have to have your own, hosting service. You can do it all from any device that you have. Well, I don't know any device. I don't know if you could do it from an iPod. Would be a good guess. I don't think you could do it from that. No siree. But yeah, pretty much any device, that's new. But it's a great way to not have to pay for a hosting service. You don't have to pay for a domain, but when you finally do create your WordPress website, you're able to upload it all at once. You don't have to have your website down if you have a current website that needs revamped. You don't have to take that down and lose out on business. And this is just a great alternative to, once it's done, chuck that boy up into that hosting service and upload it all at once. So there's literally no downtime. It'll be 1 second it's the old website, and the next second it's the completely new website that you just created. So the next video I will be doing on this subject will be how to actually upload your WordPress website that you're self-hosting or locally hosting to an actual hosting service. So, everyone can see your beautiful new website that you created. So, the only downside with locally hosting it is that if, you're doing a website for a client, it's hard to share that website and show them the progress that you've made on their website. Because, again, it's only on your device. So you can't just mail them your device and say, hey, check it out. Although in today's day and age with coronavirus and all that, everyone should know how to share screens at this point. So you could just go on your device and share a screen with them, do Zoom meeting, whatever it is, and kind of walk them through your website that you created for them, page by page, and show them that way. So that's a workaround that I think, could make this viable if you have clients. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys learned something new. I think this was one of the best things I learned in college, and ever since college I've dove into this software deeper and really found how useful it can be. It's awesome. So hopefully you guys take advantage of this trick too. This is what I use whenever I create a website for people. So if this video helped you guys out, please subscribe. Again, I'm gonna guess which corner. It's this corner. It's this corner. Hopefully. Yeah, I think mirrored. But subscribe if you guys enjoyed. If you have any inquiries, please check out my website. That'll be linked down below. Also check out my social media. And I feel like I'm missing something. Did I say the blog's linked down below? Check it out if you don't like videos. I don't know. You don't want to see me talk. Anyways, have a good night, guys. Bye.